Hey there, YouTubers. All right, so in this video, I'm going to compare basically three different price points of Intel's B660M chipset. So we've got three motherboards here, and let's tell you what they are first. Gigabyte B660M DS3H DDR4, Asus Prime B660M-AAC D4, and the Gigabyte Aorus B660M Pro AX DDR4. Now, using what is normally the Amazon price, this is usually $109.99, okay? Sometimes you will find it in the $99 range. I bought this used on eBay, $66. The Asus here, $139.99 usually. And I bought it for $89.99 off of Newegg. The Aorus there, that one is normally about 180. I think right now it's about 160. I don't remember what I paid for it, but I got a pretty good deal on it. I did buy that used. So bought this one new, the rest of them were used. All right, but those are your price points. Now, over here at the 109 range, there are crappier motherboards that are out there, like by ASRock, right? So you can get an even cheaper B660M. What do you miss out on maybe? Where all the three of these have 4 RAM slots, you might only end up with 2 RAM slots. All right. All right, so obviously at this end, you're not going to get Wi-Fi with your motherboard. Thing about that is, if you want something like this PCIe Wi-Fi card, this is going to be, $20, $30, right? For that price, you might as well have bought this, right? So if you need Wi-Fi, you think you need Wi-Fi, just get a motherboard that already has it, right? Now, the other things that may be different between these could be RAM speeds. Sometimes on the lower end, they might not be as good as what they are on the higher end. All three of these are going to support any of the 12th gen, current 12th gen 12th gen CPUs in the future. They will also support 13th gen. Now, let's just talk about CPUs, all right? Let's say you got a 12th gen Celeron like this one. This is good for any of these, okay? I know, like I said, all of these are supposedly compatible with 12th gen. So you got the Celeron, Pentium, all right? It'll work with all of them, right? Of course, you're going to buy this. Why would you buy such a nice motherboard like on the end? Same thing with the i3 12100F. Good with all three of these. Now, when you get to something like the i9, folks, you do want to buy an upgraded motherboard, right? And you can just kind of look at these right around where the CPU goes. If you guys know where the CPU goes, right? Right here. The heat sinks that are shown over here, pretty much non-existent, right? Heat sinks, power stage, VRM. You get over here, you get a little bit bigger, heat sink on this side of it. You go to the Aorus, guess what? You get a really nice big thick one, right? So you guys can see that. More power stages. Much better heat sinks. This is what you see over here and there, okay? So when you're running something hotter like this, and honestly, you could put a CPU that ends in a K, has a K in it, on this one on the end. It'll work for all three of them, but the spot you really want it out of these three, if you're going to do it, is down here. It's better suited for it. Now, one of my favorite things about this one built-in I/O shield, right? That's not coming off. That's nice. This one doesn't have one. And so you've got to put the I/O shield in the case first. One thing you will find on this cheap motherboard is a lot of great video connectors. You might not see that with the other ones. Definitely don't see VGA. Don't see as many choices there for the Aorus. You may see faster land speed as you go up the price points. Type-C Charlie connector, you see that there. This one, for whatever reason, does not have one, but our cheap one does. You may see a better selection of USBs when you go up the scale. And obviously, like we said, built-in Wi-Fi, no Wi-Fi, right? Expansion card slots. So this one has 3, one full size, 2 of the smaller ones. This is like, out of these, the best. Look at that, 4 full size expansion slots. Only 2 over here. M.2s, 2 there. This guy has 2, or my forefinger and my thumb are. And then this guy has 2 right there, okay? So no difference there. 4 RAM slots. Like I said, you go cheaper, maybe it's only 2. You got the heat sinks we talked about. Most of the other stuff, folks, is going to be the same. They're all going to have 24-pin power connectors, right? SATAs, this has 4. This guy has 6. And this one has only 4. USB 3.0 header, only 1 here. This guy has actually 2 of them, if you can believe that. There's the second one. And then this one only has 1. Now, front panel connectors. Basically, these two are about the same, right? You get an enclosed one here. Does that matter? Maybe to some of you. Your USB 2.0s here are enclosed. Not here and not here either. So there are some things in there that, you know, make for better quality, obviously. You may get more fan headers on a motherboard like this, or you may not. Definitely on a full ATX motherboard, you'll get more. This, to be honest with you, has surprisingly the best connectors. It is actually amazing how stocked this one is, or stacked. CPU power connectors. 1x8, 1x8. This one has a 1x8 and 1x4. That's going to matter more for something like the i9, the i7. The rest of the CPUs, not going to matter. But folks, that is realistically, you know, most of what you're going to see. You may see audio connectors that are better as you go up. This one, you know, has a fiber optic, but otherwise it's got about the same amount of choices. You may see a USB designated for BIOS update. You may see faster land speeds as you go from left to right here. But otherwise, that's about it, folks. Got any questions about these motherboards? Let me know down in the comments. If you like the video, you know, thank you. The only other thing we didn't talk about, I think, Type-C Charlie header. That one's got 1. This motherboard has 2 of them. Like I said, it is surprisingly awesome. And then our cheap one does not have one, okay? But it does have it over here. where the one that has the 2 headers doesn't have a single one over there on the I/O side. Thanks for checking out the video, folks. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you.